Everyone, my name is Kane. I'm a creative. So, do you remember when I said that I do brand identity something? Yeah. Today, I want to talk about understanding how building a brand works. Kind of like an easy understanding of branding and how building a brand works. My own point of view of what it is and how it works, and yeah. So, when it comes to branding, brand identity, and building a brand and brand strategy, there is one particular name that comes in my mind is Marty Neumeier. So Marty Neumeier is an author. He wrote multiple books about innovation, design, branding, and strategy. So I have read two of his books, particularly Vanguard and Zag. So I remember there's this video of him. It's an interview of him speaking with Chris Do. He is breaking down what branding is and what a brand is. So let me share it with you.
I know you're the best person to tell us. What is branding, Marty?
Yeah, so let's start with what branding isn't.
Okay.
It's because it's not a lot of things people say it is. It's not a logo.
Okay.
A logo is a very useful tool for a business, but it's not the brand. It's a symbol for the brand. A brand is not a product. So when people talk about this brand, buying this brand or that brand, they're really talking about buying one product or another product. The brand is not that. People say the brand is a promise the company makes to customers, and there's some truth in that.
Yep.
I mean, it does end up acting as a promise, but that's not what it is either. Advertising people like to say, well, it's the sum of all the impressions that a company makes on an audience.
Yeah.
Well, if you're trying to sell a lot of impressions, I can see where that might be useful to you. But from a business's point of view, why do they want that? Right? So, and how does that help
Self-serving definition,
creative people understand what they're doing?
Right.
So none of those things are really what branding is. A brand is a result. It's a customer's gut feeling about a product, a service, or a company.
So let's stop there. He also defined branding as company efforts to create long-lasting value by delighting customer. So what I mean here is that is all the different things that the company does to give their brand a certain position in the market. Those different actions are there to make the customer happy, make his day brighter, and everything. So in the book of Designing Brand Identity, book 5 by Alina, she said that branding is a process used to build awareness, attract new customer, and extend customer loyalty. So you understand that branding is actually a group of different actions that a company takes to maintain themselves in the market, to be in the heart of their customer, to make sure that their customer like them. But then for me, I'm understanding also building a brand in the video game aspect. So here it is. So when I was talking about understanding building a brand as a video game is, in a video game, you have a main goal in the video game. You have different missions, and under each mission, you have different objectives. So to complete a mission, for example, they will ask you maybe collect 10 gems or make 10 kills and pick this and that. So you are going to do a list of actions that will be objectives, and at the same time those actions are there to also help you to complete the mission and make you have like full 3 stars on that mission. So when you repeat that, you complete all the mission, you reach your main goal, you complete the game. Then when you look at it, when talk about building a brand, you see that when you build a brand, in the very beginning, you have to define the core purpose. The core purpose is the things on which your brand is based on, the things that motivate you every day. I don't know if you get. For example, for Google is to organize the world information and make it universally accessible and useful, something like that. Then for Coca-Cola is to refer the word, make a difference, something like that. So let's say, for example, you are a fragrance business, and then your core purpose is to maybe create fragrance that match your personality. Then maybe that's your core purpose. Then maybe you are going to have three or four missions. Let's say one mission is build the world's largest fragrance community. Let's put it that. And the second mission is to maybe innovate in the fragrance industry, and the third mission is to be eco-friendly. So under each mission, you are going to have, let's say, under the building the world most biggest fragrance community, you are going to say, okay, one objective will be maybe organize event. To be the most largest fragrance community, you're going to organize event. So under each mission, there will be objective that you're going to have that are going to help you complete the mission. And these missions and the goal and everything are things that you as a brand, you are going to look up to each and every time you are moving out of the line. So these things are going to remind you that, oh, this is what you defined the very beginning, and this is what you need to follow each and every day. By doing those different things, completed the mission, and you get close to your main goal, close to make it come true. I know if you get close to it. Now, when you complete all those different missions, you repeat it each and every time. It's just a cycle that you repeat each and every time, and the repeating it gets you closer to that thing and helps you position your brand on the market. It's kind of like a way for me to explain in my own point of view how building a brand works and what branding is, and also what a brand is. So they also say your brand is your reputation, and your reputation is different from one person to another one, and this depends on the interaction that you have with those different people, and also how you present yourself during those interactions. So each interaction that a consumer has with your brand influence the way they perceive your brand. So if you make sure that the way people interact, your brand is consistent all over the different touch points that your brand gives on, you are going to be able to have kind of like a consistent reputation. You also say that brands are like friends. People encounter a lot of them, but they only remember the one they love. The final note that I can add to this video is you cannot be loved by everyone. So focus on the one that loves you. Bye.